So in this video, we're going to be talking about, is the GoPro a good vlogging camera? Is it also a good camera for you to invest for your YouTube channel? Let's find out. Brought to you by Kinetic and Vlogs. Thanks for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, as this is a new channel. Likes, comments, and subscribes really help. And yeah, if you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell because you'll get all my latest content. I drop a video once a week, every Saturday. That's my promise to you, and I'm gonna keep that promise. Yeah, I don't even know how long I've been doing this channel now for. I started it sometime in the summertime. I don't know, I'd have to go back and look. But I wanna say somewhere's around July-ish. Maybe a little bit earlier than that, or a little bit later. I'm not exactly sure. Beer break. Okay, we're gonna talk about the GoPro, and we're gonna talk about whether it's a good camera for vlogging, and if it's a good camera for your YouTube channel. So let's get into this. First, let's start with the pros, because I know that people are probably watching this video, they just bought one or they have one, and they want to know if it's good enough for them to start a YouTube channel, because everybody has that day where they wake up and they're like, you know what, I want to make a YouTube channel, I want to create something. So I don't want to crash your dreams. I think you should go for it. So we're going to start with the pros of this camera, and is it a good camera for YouTube? Is it good for vlogging? Yada yada yada. The pros to this camera is the price. I mean, I did not buy the latest GoPro, which is the 10. When I bought this, the GoPro Hero 9 was out, and it was like a month and a half or 2 months later, the 10 came out. This is the 8, and I got it for like $289, and what's really good about that also is the fact that all the accessories for this camera are dirt cheap. Now, I don't mean to say like $300 is cheap. $300 is not cheap to a lot of people, but in the camera world and what you get in this little guy, $300 is pretty cheap. This thing is packed with features that even my camera that I'm using now, that's, you know, a $2,000 setup, this can do things that this camera can't. So when I say it's cheap, I mean you get a lot for what you're paying for. Also, another good thing about this camera is it's light. It's light, it's portable, like you can throw it in your pocket and bring it anywheres. I mean, it's awesome, and it shoots 4K at 120 frames per second in 4K. My camera can't even do that. It's 4K, 120 frames per second, all the way down to, I believe, 24 frames per second in 4K. Also, this thing shoots at 240 frames per second. I believe it drops down to 1080p, but the camera I'm shooting on now drops down to 1080p when I shoot at 120 frames per second. This does 120 frames per second at 4K and 240 frames per second at 1080. I mean, for this price point, you're getting a lot. And not to mention, this stabilization, the built-in stabilization, their Hyper Smooth 2.0, you would think I'm using a gimbal when I'm recording on this thing. When I take this thing longboarding, hiking, whatever, walking, this video is so smooth. I mean, it's so much smoother than the camera I have now that I spent $2,000 on. Why'd I? Okay. I have my reasons why I bought the camera, and we'll get into that also. Another great thing about this camera is there are tons and tons and tons and tons of accessories. You want to buy a component that's just cheap, they got it. You want to buy the same component but more high-end, they got it. You want to find one in the middle where you can get the best bang for your buck, they got it. Let's talk about the possibilities of turning this into a vlogging camera. So you just bought this camera, $289. Well, you need a mic, I need a light. All this is expensive because obviously there's nothing on this camera that allows me to hook up a light or a microphone. I mean, where are you gonna put it? There's nowhere to put anything. But Ulanzi makes an aluminum cage. Yes, aluminum. It's very high end and it's pretty cheap. If you have a GoPro Hero 10, that cage will cost you $40. But you wanna know what I paid for it because I have the Hero 8? $9. I paid $9 for the aluminum Ulanzi cage for this. That allows me to be able to hook up a microphone and an external light. It's great, it's fantastic. $8 for a cage. You're gonna need a cage. Now you're probably thinking, well, mic's gotta be pretty expensive. It's gotta be a couple $100. I mean, I'm looking at a Rode mic and they're like 60, 80, all the way up to $200. if you had watched my other video on the Boya BM 3011, you'd be quite impressed, because that mic's only $35 and it does a phenomenal job. Is it as good as the Rode? No, but it's like half the price and it's better than the mic on the GoPro. So for $35, you can improve your audio like beyond anything that you've ever thought that you could for $35. The light, oh god, full RGB light, changes like 100 colors, like 20-hour battery life, and it's rechargeable battery. Like, I don't got the money for that. How much is that light? That's gotta be like a whopping $20. That's how much I paid for it. It was like $20 for a light, and it's like one of the best investments that I ever made. Still use it on my camera now. I got my studio lights on, but still, like, when I'm walking out in the woods or walking out on the streets, I ain't bringing my studio lights with me, and I take that light and I hook it up, and it's like one of the best things. So yeah, you can get a $35 mic, a $20 light, $8 cage. The only thing you're missing now is the wire extension for this to be able to hook up the microphone to your camera, which I think is like $14. It's this little guy. So you're gonna need to buy this. This here plugs into your camera, and then your microphone plugs into that, and you'll see it. The accessories for this and how you can build this camera into a good vlogging camera is endless. And like I said, you can get some pretty good stuff for a reasonable price. So it's really not that expensive. And obviously another pro of this camera is just how versatile it is. You can throw it on a selfie stick and vlog with it, or you can just strap it to your surfboard and go swimming with the dolphins. And hopefully not get bit by a shark, because that would suck. You could do a lot with this camera. You can put it on your car. You can go snowboarding. It's a GoPro. I mean, face it. I don't care how expensive your DSLR camera is. It'll never be able to do the things that this camera can do. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I don't care about you tech guys with your $6,000 full frame cameras. Guess what? This thing can do something that your camera can't. So yeah, it's indestructible, it's versatile, you can use it for many, many, many things. It's the most versatile camera you can get, and for the price point, yeah, it's cheap. Before we move on to the next section, I gotta, this beer is phenomenal. Very good. So now that I got all you guys excited about this camera who bought one, the time has come. The time's come where I talk about the cons. So there's not many, but there are reasons why you're going to want a DSLR camera for your future vlogging. The batteries, they don't last long. You'll maybe get 45 minutes to an hour of battery, and that's just not enough for a daily vlog. So you're going to need to invest in batteries. It's $20 for a battery. I recommend getting 4 batteries. You could definitely get away with 3. I have used 3 batteries in one day. And fine 90% of the time, but there was one time where I was vlogging all day, and it was a good thing I had a 4th battery, because I would have missed a lot of good content. So my recommendation is get 4 batteries, but you can get away with 3, but I still recommend getting 4. $20 a battery, you're going to be spending $80 on batteries, and then you're going to need the chargers, which if you're going to do a daily vlog, and say you go travel and you gotta stay at a hotel or something, and you gotta vlog one day and then wake up in the morning and vlog the next, you're gonna need all your 4 batteries charged. So you're gonna need to charge all 4 batteries in one night. So you're gonna need to get 2 chargers, because each charger charges 2 batteries. So you're gonna be looking into getting batteries and some chargers, and that's kind of a downside, because with the batteries and the chargers, it ends up being like half the price of the GoPro. So that's kind of a downside. Fuck. You wanna know what tricked me? I got this damn GoPro, and I'm like, I need all these batteries, and then I bought this camera, and I bought like 2 spare batteries, which are way more expensive than these batteries, and I've never even gone through a full battery in one day. I've come close, but I've never had to use more than 1 battery in this camera. So I don't understand what the GoPro's problem is, that they can't get these goddamn batteries set right. I mean, dude, it should last longer than 45 minutes to an hour. What the hell is going on? Yeah, that's the downside, and it really aggravates me. It really does. So let's talk about turning this camera into a vlogging camera if you wanted to do that. The first thing you want to do is get a cage. You're gonna slip this in. This Ulanzi cage is really nice. It fits really snug. You throw your back door on. After you put the back door on, you want to remove the GoPro battery cover and then put the Ulanzi cover on. Once you have your cage set, then you can hook up your mic. Make sure you put this riser on. The riser shook a little bit. It did. It shook a little bit when I first got it. So my life hack was I just put a little bit of electrical tape on the bottom of it, and it kind of just put pressure on it, and it's like golden. And the tape doesn't come off, and it's been solid for me ever since. So the reason why you have the riser is so that the mic doesn't show up in your frame, because like it would look like this. Like if I were to take this mic, it would like pop up in your frame. I'm good. The GoPro has such a wide lens, it'll pick that up if you don't have the riser. But the cage comes with the riser. See, Ulanzi like is smart, and they thought of that shit. Like, Ulanzi is a good company. I know they're from China and it's made in China, but like their stuff's pretty solid and it's really good for the price. When it comes to vlogging stuff, they just think of everything. Once you get the cage on, then you can put your external light on. Then we have the cord that needs to plug into your GoPro through USB-C to where your mic plugs in, so your audio will go through your camera. And Ulanzi then again thinks of a genius idea, and they're like, well, where are we gonna put this like block of an extension that GoPro has for their cameras? I mean, this thing's kind of ridiculous. It's big, bulky, just to hook up a mic. Ulanzi fixed it. But then again, Ulanzi, it was a little loose, so all I did was just take tape and I just put it around that little adapter piece to slide in here so it doesn't move while I'm vlogging, and problem goes away. So yeah, if you're gonna get the Ulanzi cage for $8, it's really, really good. Just grab some electrical tape, throw it on the riser, throw it around your little battery pack, and everything will stay snug and you'll be fine. Another thing that's even good about the Ulanzi cage is you can now hook up lens filters, which are 52mm lens filters. You can have polarized filters, ND filters. So that kind of gives you the customization of being able to drop your frame rates and get a little bit more of a cinematic view with the GoPro. But when you do that, it allows so much light into your camera that you need what's called ND filters, which is just a fancy way of saying your camera needs sunglasses. That's what it is. Is the GoPro a good investment for your YouTube channel? Yeah, I think it's the best investment for your YouTube channel, to be completely honest, because I started out with this YouTube channel with getting a GoPro, and I've vlogged with it, and I've done a lot of things with it, and even though I got this really nice camera that I really love, it still cannot do some of the things that this can do. And this camera is so versatile and so unique. It's a GoPro camera that even with this camera, I'm still gonna use this thing for a lot of things for my YouTube channel. So if you're looking for the first camera to buy for your channel and you're kind of on a budget, get the GoPro, because even when you have enough money to be able to upgrade to a better camera, you'll still be able to use this for many reasons. Yeah, it's a really good camera for your YouTube channel, and it's a must-have. I feel like every YouTuber has a GoPro. I'd like to see one YouTuber that doesn't have a GoPro. Please, like, leave a comment under my video. If you're a YouTuber and you've been making videos for a long time and you don't have a GoPro, I'd be shocked. Yeah, really good investment. Now, is it a good vlogging camera? Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you can get away with making really good videos with the GoPro. You can make getting good videos with your cell phone for vlogging. The only downside about the GoPro when it comes to vlogging is it's a fixed lens, so you can't adjust the aperture. Now what the aperture is, like I showed in my other videos, is the blurred out background to give you that nice cinematic look. You're not gonna get that on a GoPro. Everything is gonna be in focus all the time. It's a fixed lens. You can adjust your frame rate and your shutter speed, but the one thing you can't adjust is your aperture. And that was a major con for me, to where I was just like, yeah, I need to get a nice DSLR camera. Your top con for me when it comes to vlogging is the fact that it's just a fixed lens. So, but even with all that, I still think that it should be one of the first cameras that you buy. It's cheap, you can do a lot with it, you can get away with vlogging with it for a while before you get a DSLR camera, and even when you get any type of camera in the world, I don't care how much you pay, you're always gonna have a need for a GoPro camera. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys found this educational. I hope that it helped you guys out in making a decision. Good luck with your channel. I wish the best for you. Like I said, this is a new channel for me. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It really is, like, it's really fun to do. It really is. It keeps me busy. It keeps me thinking. I come up with ideas, and I'm just trying to make better content for everybody. So if you really want to help this channel out and you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, like, comment, get involved. You know, I just want to see this channel grow. And like I said, I hope this video helped you out. For anyone who's trying to look for a camera for their YouTube channel, I really recommend getting a GoPro camera. I really do. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll see ya. Peace.